Hello and welcome to the Fishing Guide Podcast. We are going to keep it real today. REEL, real today. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about what kind of reels that we use. And so that's the cool thing is reels are something, our preference thing, what you like to use. And also how you're fishing. So we'll just start with the person that uses the most rods every day.
Yeah.
That'd be Lance. What do you use, Lance?
Oh, well, I use the B&M's, the West Point series ones, or I'll use the Pro 50. It's a small reel. I mean, all I need is for us to hold line. I'm not casting with it.
Right.
It's just a small reel that just holds enough line for me to, go straight down. I like them because they're small and they're light. They don't bulk up the rod as much because I juggle poles, if I'm putting on a minute and I'm seeing a fish, I don't have a pole there, I'm going to juggle poles over, and it's just easier and makes it more lighter to juggle them quick. So they're they're a good reel for what I do. I don't really ever cast with them though. But yeah, that's basically what I use for rigging.
What size line you putting on those?
Oh, I use the 8-pound. It's the orange line. What's that? Suffix. Yeah. I've been using that orange Suffix 8-pound. Huh?
It's what you've been using.
That's what I've been using. I've gotten switched over to that. I can see better with the orange tangerine color.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It pops a lot better. I can see it. I can tie knots with it better. I mean, I like it a lot.
Do the fish see it?
Huh?
Do the fish see it?
I don't think so. I catch them still.
But his numbers has went down, though.
Yeah, it has. I mean, why is that line orange? Okay. I don't know what to eat.
So we're at the line.
But yeah.
So, but I mean, you use small reels because you only put on 10 foot of line.
Yeah, I don't put on much.
Or 12.
Yeah.
I guess a 2-foot bumper
See, Lance buys a 300-yard spool
for a lifetime.
and that lasted him for 15 years.
I mean, with
You're
the
the only
20s, I did
person-
have to put a little extra line on them because I had to bring that rig all the way down.
Oh, that's right. The 20-yard. Yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that.
You're the only person you can see the bottom of the spool.
Yeah.
And it's spooled up.
Yeah. So I got one right now. It's like that. I need to switch. But yeah, that's what I use for cranking. I mean, I don't know if you want to know about cranking or not. With the cranking rods, I use for a line counter reel. It's a Akuma Mega size 15.
Line counter. That's, I have two, but that's a small one.
Size 15 or size 20 or the Shakespeare, whatever I can kind of get my hands on.
Right.
And then I just use the size 15 because I don't need a big bulky reel.
And you're next, Payton, and you brought your own. I like that.
Yeah,
So
this
you
is
can show people.
this is my museum piece.
Your museum piece.
I've looked all over the United States to find these, but Lou's, they still make the tournament speed spin series, the T100 size. But every time I look, because I do dock shoot a lot, so I always look for a reel that's got a thin bail in it. It might just be me and my OCD, but I think this thin bail wire is one of the keys to getting farther shots because it's not getting drag on it. It's easier for me to pop open and stuff. But anyway, so whenever time I look for a reel for dock shooting, I want a small profile. So this T100 series is great for that, and the small bail wire because I see bails that are just plumb thick, and I'm like they just don't operate like I want them to. So I use that for my dock shooting, brush piles, and casting. And then for my long pole, I like to use the Daiwa CT100s. They're a small profile, real light. This is 8-1, but I just, I don't really cast with it. I just pitch with it.
Right.
I use it on my long pole, but I like it because it's got a fast retrieve. It's smooth. So those two are my absolute favorite. But if anybody has any of these, I'll buy them.
There you go.
So I finally found two of these in Michigan. I was like, the other ones I put together in piece, and some of them are zombied. But these are my favorite. They don't make them anymore, but they still make a series of speed spin, but not those exact ones. So,
and what are you using for line on your spinning reel?
I like to use Berkeley Low Vis Green 6-pound test is what I like. And then for this, 8 or 10 pound, same thing, Berkeley Low Vis Green. It's what I've always used here on Beaver. I like it.
Really?
I've went through several different lines before. I even went to braid for a little bit, and I've managed to just come back to that because it's my favorite line.
All right. Greg, What are you using on your?
Well, on
Mixed
spider rigging, instead of using the 50 series like Lance does, I use the 100, so I can put some more line on it. And I like at least 75, 80 yards.
You like a lot of line.
So
on yours?
anyway,
How small is that? Open
It's
it.
it's a
The
mini
50's
reel.
pretty.
but
That's
I
pretty
use
small.
I use that one and quite often, and it also the handle when you're storing the. Is that the one? That
Yeah,
collapses. Yeah, that's
when you
nice
store
to
it,
have
you
too.
can flip the handle closed.
Like that.
So
Oh yeah.
it'll
So
lay
it clips.
so it lays down good on the deck. I don't put when I'm spider rigging. I don't put my rods in a holder like a lot of people do. I lay them on the deck.
Right.
So with me having them on the deck, I can take and push
that
that lever and lay that down, and the rod strap holds over them real
Right.
good that way, and that sort of thing. And then if I'm casting, whether it be a brush pile or casting on live scope fishing, I've got some of the 75th anniversary,
Those are good ones.
and I use those. And I do have, I have, before, back when I first got into guiding, I got into the Shimano, using a lot of Shimanos.
Right.
But they got, I forget the name of them, but they're the high-end ones. They're like $200 reels.
Right.
And I've still got some of those that I use for casting and on the jigging. And then on the long pole, I use a bait caster. I've got Daiwa, and I have Daiwa, and I also have the Revos.
Okay.
Some of the Revos that I had whenever I used to bass fish. And then spider rigging, not spider rigging, but on trolling my crankbaits, I was using the last 3 or 4 years. I had went to all counter reels in a bait caster style, and this past year I went back to the bigger reel, the Kumas.
Right.
And but I've got the Kuma, a couple of those, but I like the Daiwa counter reel.
Oh, those are really
And-
nice.
and-
Blue.
Huh?
They're blue, aren't they?
No, mine's
Oh, they're not
silver,
blue? Yeah.
but they have a blue one. It is nice, but mine's the bigger. They're about the size of a Abu Garcia 5500 or 5000, maybe a little bigger. And then also Abu Garcia makes a counter reel that's really nice too. So most of my my crankbait poles are now the Daiwas and the Ambassador.
Right.
The Ambassador counter is digital, and it has a battery, 2032 or whatever.
Right.
I've never had to replace one.
Wow.
I had some of those before I went to the bait caster. I just went back to them. But and then on the crankbait, years ago we started out with what is Shakespeare's or something.
I still use those.
AT2s.
Yeah.
They're a good little reel, but used to they was $25. Now I think they're $35.
Right.
The
Somewhere in there.
Daiwas are running right around 100, and the Abus are right around $100 a piece. But I found that in the trolling with the bait caster, we can crank them. It's a 6-to-1 ratio, and you think, boy, you'll be able to get them up and stuff, but customers were struggling on getting them. The slower ratio with a bigger spool return on the retrieve, more line coming in and them lifting it up higher, they can get the fish up quicker than they were with theirs. So I was getting a lot of line tangles and stuff with the small bait caster type because of they wouldn't be able to get it up. It would get down, and as it come by the other lines, it'd get tangled in.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And what are you using for line?
I mainly use the Tylene or Vicious.
Oh, all right. Using any fluorocarbon?
No, I don't do a lot of. I do play around a little bit with braid still on my long pole for
Just to piss yourself off?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's I get frustrated. I take it off and put something else on, then I go back to it. But no, Actually, I finally got started using the Mad Fishing braid,
Uh-huh.
and it seemed to be doing better. But I have got to where I would tie a leader onto it, and I don't necessarily go to mono. I mean fluorocarbon. I just put mono leader. It's just I do that because if for whatever reason that you go from roaming, but you come up on a brush pile, and then you drop down that brush pile, and if you do get hung up, I mean, then that's when you go bad mouth and braid again.
Right.
And so with the leader, at least I can break it off,
Right.
retie another lure on, and that sort of thing. But also with the braid, I was real bad about not retying, and believe it or not, I have probably broke off more fish because I believe it. It may be tied on for a month, one jig head, and been using it for the last 10, 20 trips out, and I just never have changed it. And then Payton was with me one day when I lost a 2+ pounds.
Oh yeah,
2+ pounds. You and your braid. So anyway,
That's pretty good imitation.
but I was probably, but on that one hook, I was on that one tie. I was probably pushing, a couple hundred fish. So
look a little afraid. Every time he pitched it, I was like,
it turned white, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like, looks a little afraid at the end there.
I keep mine simple. So the reels, I didn't have any of these 50s before, but I got some 50s, and I put a couple on the dock shooting rods, and then also the Ultimas that I got, brand new Ultimas that I got, and those seem to match up pretty good. So I was looking to put this on the
Your grandson's pole.
the tree thumper.
Oh, the tree thumper.
On the tree thumper, because the tree thumper's just so light, and then we've just been.
Have you got
using
one of those
that.
rods yet?
Which one?
The tree thumper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
got
been using
one.
it.
Yeah, I've been using that. Yep, I got a lot of videos right there in front of Kelly Creek catching fish on it. So I don't want them to have to run all over. I'll just cut to the chase that way.
Right.
We'll try and give them where we were when we shot that. And then when I go, that's the Lance. You didn't put that on very good.
I know.
When I go, I go bass fishing, then I use this, and striper fishing actually, and catching them on that. And the anniversary pole's been really good.
That is a
doing
good
that.
combo.
So yeah, it's a great combo. And 133.
I've got a couple of the. What reel is it that they're putting on that?
Which one?
Oh,
They got a Godwin.
the Godwin rod.
Oh,
reel
that's
combo.
that one.
But what reel is it that they're putting on
It's just one that
one
they
that-
have just for it.
Okay.
Because when I
I've
went,
got a couple of those reels.
You do? Yeah.
Rod and reels. I like the reel better than, I mean.
it's a larger spool. That's
The rod's
on
a
there.
good rod, but I just have my preference of the rod.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the rod. Everybody has their own little preference. But,
Yeah.
I like the 75th anniversary rod better than I did the Godwin rod. My personal opinion.
Yeah, we
But,
used that this morning. It has a wider opening to it.
Yeah.
And when they sent, like Jack sent those me,
that
he's
reel
like, you got to
seems
use
to be
that.
pretty-
Very smooth, but not good for dock shooting. I mean,
No.
it's more clunky, or it's a larger one. It doesn't really
And
play
I've got
into
to
that.
where I've basically with most of my casting or anything, whether I'm dock shooting, casting, if I'm using a spin reel, I've got to where I just pretty much use a sharpshooter
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the time.
And so the strangest thing that's ever happened to you with the fishing reel, what's the strangest thing that's ever happened? Have you ever lost a big fish?
Well, sometimes my line will break because of letting.
Because it got down to the knot where he's on.
No, actually, from letting drag out.
Yeah.
I develop a groove in these
Yeah.
things over time.
Because you've been pulling on it.
right there in that little area, and the line will get through there, and that just comes razor sharp. So, I'll set the hook on a fish or something, and I'll go to let that line out, and it'll break right there. And you got the line here, the fish on the end, and you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do? So it's just trying to pull that line back this way and flip them in.
See, that's what braid was doing to
You know.
me. It was wearing out my reels and my eyelets.
Yeah. Over time, I'll wear. I mean,
Yeah, braid
every reel that I
Braid
get,
is
I'll wear a groove into that from
Yeah.
just over time. It takes about a year or so to do it. You know.
Real magic.
All right. Real
You
magic.
think so?
Yeah. Yeah. Lubricate that line a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I
Real magic.
might have to do that.
It definitely does help.
Yeah. And
Let that out.
Payton, strangest things have you ever had a handle break or
Oh,
something?
step back and break 3 or 4 of your handles because you step
Oh.
on them, just make you throw up. I've had rods or reels hang up with fish on, and I've
Yeah.
had rods just reels just come apart. I mean, just nightmare stuff.
Do you reel on the right side or do you reel on the left side?
Right for these for when
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
Spinning rod,
hauling.
I do left.
And then
spinning
other than that, all my spinning reels are left hand.
Left hand?
Yeah.
Not
Except
you.
for-
No,
He's
no,
right.
no,
when
here
you go-
lately.
Except for when you go fishing with Lance.
Well, when I rig,
yeah.
Yours on the right?
when I rig, I,
I
put
just
them on
turn
the right.
his upside
but,
down.
But when,
Yeah.
Then they're on the right side.
well, I've gotten to where I cast, I'll put it on the left. And
Thank God.
but when I'm rigging, I'll
Confusing
leave them on the
everyone.
right because someone told me that most people are going to reel with the right, so keep
They
them on
are?
the right.
Oh, when I have people in
They
the
are.
boat, they're like, "Can you turn that around for me?" And I'm like, "I guess."
so
You want to see? You want to lose parts? You can lose parts off your reel, and you'll be like, "Where'd that nut go?"
Yeah.
Don't know.
Or you look down in the bottom of your boat. And,
Oh, it bounced.
what's that off of?
They bounce
I
off.
wonder what that's
Well,
off
and
of.
these aren't really made to close themselves. That's like my biggest pet peeve.
That's
is when
right,
they
exactly.
Slam them down. I'm like,
I close all my boats.
I'm like, you've got to shut it.
It doesn't matter
That's-
what. It doesn't matter what style fishing. I always close my bail.
Yeah, I
Close
was
your
like,
bail.
Yeah,
that
'cause
would be
you're-
the tip. If we had to give a tip,
Yeah.
close your dang
Close your
bail.
bell
Well,
by
not
hand.
only
Close your
only
bell.
You
does-
close your bell by hand, right?
Yes, absolutely every time because otherwise they're slack in your line.
Yeah.
because it goes. It
Or they're
turns.
snapping the gears.
But
Yeah.
when you close it with the handle, that's when you develop that loop.
That's right.
there.
Exactly.
And
Absolutely.
and then the next cast.
Yep.
Greg,
So-
strangest thing ever happened in your boat with the reel? Ever have one break?
Not a lot
No,
on the breaking. My biggest thing on the reel was with the crankbaits. Especially when I used to use the old Shakespeare's.
Oh,
You'd
hang
be
up.
reeled in and they get a loop in them. That when you put it out or something for whatever reason, or if the drag ever slipped, it would get a loop and it would go in on the inside of the spool. And
Wow.
get in there and get hung up. And they're still reeling and reeling. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't going in very
I
much.
know
And
the
I
sound
look
it
back
makes.
and it lines and then there. So that
Yeah.
was the most frustrating thing for me was on those Shakespeare AT2s.
There you go. That's right. So, and I guess the strange thing happened to me lately was the ups person brought some of these reels to me in a box, and literally they had looked like they had stepped on the box,
Oh, man.
and inside this one was like it was like one that was straight across, it was flat, all right here, this one right here, and I'm like, of course they broke a rod too, but
Yeah.
service is what you get anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
So, favorite combo. Give us your favorite combo.
Favorite combo. Pole
Pole
and
and
reel.
reel.
BGJP with just a 50
Okay.
Pro 50. Yeah.
If you had to pick one, only
Oh,
one.
if I had only one pole the rest of my life, it's a Sharpshooter 6.
All right. And what reel? Tell
Probably
us
this one.
again.
Probably, probably a speed spin.
Okay. Greg?
As far as I'm like Payton, as far as short spinning rod, probably stick with the sharpshooter and long pole.
You only get one
You only get one.
on the island
Don't
by
be-
yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
I use the
Because he's got his.
I use the sharpshooter a lot. I use
All right.
that.
You catch everything with it.
Yeah,
It'll
that's what I-
handle anything.
That's what I
that's
use
The thing
for
about
casting.
it. It's just,
That's what I use.
I take it trout fishing.
but that's all
bass
you
fishing.
do, spider rig, most of it.
Yeah, but when I got a casting one, that's what I use.
That's
Yep.
what made me think of the long pole. You saying about your long pole.
I'm gonna go with my tree thumper and a 50. Because that's so light. You just hold it all day long. Never wears you out.
Right.
So
I haven't seen that one yet.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Well, we'll pull it out here in the next time, and I'll show it to you. Anyway, that takes us up to Tackle Time. Tackle Time sponsored by PICO Lures. PICO Lures, of course, has a full line of hard and soft baits. Anytime you want to go fishing, all you got to do is go to their website and you can find all kinds of lures, or maybe at your tackle store you can find them. Also, B&M poles. Of course, B&M poles, they got reels. They got lots of reels. And so you can check them out at bnmpole.com. Of course, we use a lot of B&M poles and reels, and so they make good combinations. And the 50, actually, if you order them, they come with 6-pound test line already spooled on them, so you don't even have to go buy line. So make sure you check them out online. Payton, I thought Payton, because I keep thinking about that.
Yeah.
Payton,
Don't be looking at my reel.
I looked at your boat the other day. We have to get into your wrap. Maybe the next show we get into your wrap.
Sounds good.
So, mouth-watering wrap.
Tuna cans, what some people are calling it.
Oh, tuna can. Oh, my God.
That's like Star Cans, tuna can. Love it.
If they want to find out more about you, Payton, if they want to go fishing.
Yeah, Payton Ursey Fishing on Facebook or 479-387-6153.
All right.
Lance Hughey, you can find me on Facebook. Easy way, just 479-236-4105.
Greg's Guide Service or 479-601-1683.
All right. You can check me out at Brad Wiegmann at my Facebook page. My YouTube channel, make sure you check that out. It has a whole bunch of interesting videos, most of them fishing maybe on Beaver Lake, or you can call me at 479-756-5279. Like I always like to end the show. Make sure you
one thing, I did change it. Remember, it's over the limit now.
Oh, over the limit. I like how you put that in at the very end. Like I always like to end the show. Make sure you check out Over the Limit with Payton. No, like I always like to end the show. Make sure you keep your hook sharp and your lures in the water.